Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. If he knocking watch lights out, my spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. It's time for that Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint. We gonna get right into it, man. First and foremost, get well, Wendy Williams. What's happening to Wendy Williams? Watching this whole thing go down and what's going on with Wendy Williams. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We ain't gonna kick her while she down. Over here at this time for that Culture for the Streets, we want to say get well Wendy Williams. We want to see Wendy Williams get back to who she really is. Now, if you look at that video I just played of Wendy Williams when she was young, just getting on the radio as a young woman coming out of college, getting on the radio, she was excited, she was driven, she seemed dedicated, she was glowing. It was the beginning of her journey. That was a healthy, beautiful Wendy Williams. Now, what you see in the back is Wendy Williams on her talk show that she ran for over a decade. Now, we seen the show come to an end, and we also seen it end in a way that was kind of awkward, because in our culture, we see a lot of our legends, and I consider Wendy Williams a legend in the talk show host bracket, because not too many last that long and not too many get that big. And Wendy Williams went that long and she got that big. What's going on with Wendy? I don't feel like it's just her health. What y'all think? Leave it in the comments. If you ask me, I want to say it's her health, not only her health, but I feel like she's being controlled.
I don't understand this person. So they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people.
Wendy Williams is another name in the industry who fell prey at the hands of the industry. The talk show host, who was once known as New York's shock jockette in her radio days, has found herself with health and personal struggles. Wendy faced difficulties working in the industry and also in her own home, too. She was married to Kevin Hunter, who works in the industry, too, as a television producer. In October 2017, the singer fainted on air while wearing a Statue of Liberty costume for Halloween. The broadcast cut to a commercial break as Wendy fell to the floor. The host came back and stated that she overheated in the costume. However, the fans believed that the incident was due to the disrupted mental state of the songwriter. The artist also faced Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism, due to which she had to remain off air between late February to mid-March in 2018.
Now, we seeing publicly them make Wendy look like she going crazy. Now, see, Dave Chappelle hit it on the nose when he said that, because sometimes when you going through things in Hollywood, they make it up for you to look. The minute you get rebellious or you disagree, they make you look like you're crazy. They did it with Monique. They did it with Cat Williams. They did it with all the celebrities in Hollywood that you see that seem to go rogue in Hollywood and become something else. We take that as them going crazy because that's how the media portrays them. And that's how we receive it, because that's what we seeing. Clips and edits of how they portray these people over these social platforms. And we come up with our own opinions and judge these individuals based off what we see, when we're not always seeing the truth. And right now, I don't think we're seeing the truth with Wendy Williams.
During the celebration of her Be Here national campaign with the Hunter Foundation, she revealed her decade-long cocaine addiction fight. "I was a functioning addict," she told Entertainment Tonight. "They wouldn't fire me because I was making ratings. It's a miracle I was able to stop." The fans were taken by surprise when Wendy slurred a few words in 2018 during her show. The singer acknowledged it, saying that her behavior was less than stellar. It was just the start of her health complications. She kept delaying her return back to work. In 2020, Williams' show was going on hiatus again. Recently, Wendy has been dealing with symptoms from her Graves' disease, which is causing fatigue. In consultation with her doctor, and as a precautionary measure, she will be taking some time off as she continues to receive treatment. A spokesperson from the Wendy Williams show said in a statement to us, "Williams' back, Wells Fargo, declared her as an incapacitated person." According to Page 6, the bank even requested a hearing in court on the basis that Williams might need guardianship for an oversight over her finances. The host's attorney stated that the bank has denied Wendy access to her assets. In February 2022, things came to an end, as Wendy's show, The Wendy Williams Show, declared that season 13 would be the last for the host. We all have a great love and affinity for Wendy, who grew into a true icon during her 12 incredible seasons as the solo host of a live daily talk show dishing on hot topics and interviewing celebrities. The co-presidents of the Wendy Williams Show's production company noted in a statement at the time, "Since Wendy is still not available to host the show as she continues on her road to recovery, we believe it is best for our fans, stations, and advertising partners to start making this transition now. We hope to be able to work with Wendy again in the future and continue to wish her a speedy and full recovery." Wendy Williams has clearly...
Now that right there, Wendy Williams admitting on her own behalf that she had and was dealing with addiction on top of health issues at the same time while she's dealing with maintaining her image as a talk show host and her brand being Wendy Williams. That was Wendy Williams letting the people that's concerned about Wendy Williams know this is what's wrong with Wendy Williams. Now, I believe that. Now, what we seeing now, no control over her money. Most of the time when we see her, when she speaks, it doesn't make sense. The people around her look like they're more placed than they belong. Like, how come if she's really going through just health issues and she ain't being controlled some kind of way? Why is her family not present? When she going through something like that mentally and physically, her family, her son should be there first. When you see him speak, you can see how he dealing with it mentally. It's weighing on him. And it should, because it's not almost like it is. He has no control over what's going on with his mother right now. And to go through phases where you don't know where she at. You don't know who with her. You don't know about this. You don't know who doing this. You don't know who that is. You don't know who that is. Who is that? Why they doing that? Why they got her over there? Why she doing that? If she supposed to be going to rehab, why is she drinking? She has everything that's around Wendy Williams is wrong. So to me, if you ask me, yes, she's being controlled. But check this out. And shout out to Dr. Umar and shout out Spill Today. Make sure y'all go over there, check out their content. It's dope. And yeah.
Williams has dementia and aphasia. She probably cannot talk, brothers and sisters. She probably can't talk. Stay away from them Hollywood demons. That's why I'm not dating no Hollywood sisters. I'm not dating no Hollywood sisters. Your family doesn't know where she is. With frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, I don't agree. They gave her the pills. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. I don't believe that. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice. Wendy Williams was a sacrifice.
Agree with Dr. Umar. I said it at the beginning of the show. I don't believe it's solely just health issues. I think she being controlled some type of way. And we see that in the industry a lot with all top tier celebrities. The minute you seem to go rogue, the media, the Hollywood world, the upper echelon, the powers that be that control it, gonna make it seem like you're going crazy. And that's another form of control. Um, do I think it's conspiracies behind so many people? You have to go do your research first. Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, James Brown. I could keep going. From actors, musicians, a lot. It's almost like when you build this legacy, you make all this money, you become so big that your brand is even legendary. Your name is legendary. You as an individual is a legend. They don't want you to leave that environment and control what you built. They always want to be able to have their hands in what you gain monetarily. It's control. And the minute that they don't have their hands in whatever you got going on, when you walk away from the situation you came up in with them, everything you built up go left. We seen Dave Chappelle built up the Chappelle show. And then we seen them make hundreds of millions, if not a billion, and want to get this man 50 million. And him not bow to that. But the media made him look like he was crazy. Why? Because he disagreed with how they trying to treat him about something he built. The Chappelle show was built off Dave Chappelle, not off of the TV station that they had him on. It was the character of Dave Chappelle, his talents, his creativity that built that show. You can't take that from him, but they will. Wendy Williams built her show. And we watching them take her legacy away. Take her image away. Take her will to be outspoken when she disagreed away. And it's not just black celebrities. It's all celebrities. When you get to a certain level, the minute you rebel or the minute they feel you walking away from them and you hold a suitcase full of their dark secrets, it almost seemed like prepared to be sabotaged. So at the end of the day, is it really worth being that famous, being that rich, being that powerful? That when you speak, you can change things? Because we watch Wendy Williams go from one thing to another and spiral out of control so bad that now Wendy Williams don't even have control over herself. And if you think that's just health and not some type of form of control, what are you really looking at? Let me know in the comments. Get well, Wendy Williams. Let me know what y'all feel about Wendy Williams. Let me know what y'all think about the situation going on right now with Wendy Williams. Why is Wendy Williams not with her family right now? At a time like this, if something happened to her yet tomorrow, her family's not with her. They have to live with that for the rest of their life. And it's based not off of their control. They've been trying to stop a lot of things and they have no control over what is going on with Wendy Williams. And y'all don't find that strange in no type of way? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's time for that. Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint. We gonna always talk about it. We part of the culture. If you part of the culture, you supposed to be over here watching us and joining the movement and participating in how we trying to move the culture. It's time for that.